Hey guys, Missmaster1 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. So, last time we made our way here to Yoshi's Island, but we found out that this place is getting fucking wrecked in its population because a giant Yoshi monster is eating all the other Yoshis that are here. And we've also tracked down that Kamek and Baby Bowser in this area, and we're gonna chase them down and try to get our Cobalt Star Shards back and possibly do something about that Yoshi if we can. We'll see what happens, but anyway guys, let's continue on. Oh, there he is. There's Kamek right there. You shall not pass. Just keep blocking him off. Damn, we got that moves. Boy, you doofuses just get on a Koopa's tail and stay there, don't you? Well, try this on for size. What are you gonna do? What are you doing, man? Oh my god, he's causing forest fires. That is mean. And he's basically gonna fucking... Like, why don't you just fly to the very fucking top of the cliff right now if you want to go to the cliff, like he said in the last episode. Zip, zap, zow. Unless those overalls are fireproof, you're gonna barbecue, you weenies. Give up now. You really think you're tough? Then make it to the cliff top, losers. I'd love to see it. So now we pretty much have to make our way to the top, and we can't get past this part because fire is hot. So what we have to do, if you notice right here, we have ourselves a little fountain. And if you recall in the other Mario & Luigi games, Mario can go up to a fountain and drink from it, but adult Mario can't do that. However, we do have some young kids with us. If we put Baby Mario against this fountain, look at this. Well, look at that tight guzzle. As you can see, if Baby Mario stands in the water, he drinks. People drink water? No way. You see that number in the little bubble doohickey near Baby Mario's head? Yes, well, that is a number of water drops he can spit up. They're just disgustable, that sounds. To get into the submarine water, just get him off, okay. And he's waddling, isn't that adorable? As you can see, Baby Mario is now tubified. If you would, press Y with all speed, boom, and that's how that works. Baby Luigi whacks his brother and makes him spit up. That is gross. Don't forget the number on the hammer icon shows the spit up ammo, as you can see right there in the top right of the bottom screen. I advise spitting on everything you see. Everything we see. Get drink, get your water, get fucking wet. Oh my god, that sounds weird. You can hit anything with water, but conveniently, that's what the water is supposed to be used for. So there you go. And that's pretty much going to be a little gimmick for this area. We're going to pretty much use water to put out the fire every time we get the chance. Not necessarily, well yeah, necessarily in the same way. Well, kind of, you'll see. We pretty much use Baby Mario to put the fires out, but that pretty much, you'll see how that goes. Anyway, we have a few new enemies in this area. I think I'll get to them straight away. We have 3 enemies in this area. We have Pidgets, which are kind of like carpet flying guys. We also have naranjalas, which we'll get into later. And we also have coconutters, which are also kind of like a... If you play Paper Mario, they're kind of like that Shy Guy from Chapter 5, like the spears and stuff like that, but more info on that later. Let's fight a first enemy of the area right here, which is the Pidget. And here's how these guys work. For their attack pattern, they'll like jump around, and as you can see right here, like they'll do it a couple times, but if they actually end up jumping right before they go for you, you want to wait a sec, because if they jump right before they go down, that means they're gonna jump out. They're gonna jump right before they land on you and kind of screw up the timing a bit, but if they don't do a jump before they start coming down, that means that they're not gonna stall their jump, so just do that. These guys also have like these kind of bags with them, as you can see like on next to them right there. I'm not sure what that necessarily means, but I think that I've seen ones with bags actually run away if they're like the only ones left, so they might give you more items, they might give you extra coins, something like that. That's one thing I'm not quite sure of. But as far as their attack patterns go, they're really easy to dodge, and in all honesty, they're really easy enemy to deal with, so they're probably the easiest enemies in this area to deal with. The only really annoying ones are the coconutters, and it's not even because they're difficult, it's because if you get separated from the adults and babies, they can be kind of annoying to deal with. But more on that later. What we have to do right here, well, we don't have to do this, I don't think, but what we want to do, come up here, and we have an tarantula right here. Let's hit this. We get 6 smash eggs. Okay. Let's see. We can hit him with our hammer. That's good start. Oh, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. So much for a preemptive attack. Now, the narantulas, let's just deal with this guy. Oh, I got my buns confused. Thought I was Mario & Luigi. Let's deal with the narantula in a bit. I want to kind of get rid of this guy right here because he's annoying. Also, he has a bag on him, so we're going to want to get rid of him first anyway. The thing about narantulas is you do not want to jump on them, and I'll explain why in a little bit. And like I'll demonstrate after I kill this guy, okay? Narantulas, they do this on purpose to trick you, but if you actually, you know what, I'll just jump for the hell of it. If you jump on them, you'll actually take damage because it turns out beneath that cloud they actually have a spiky shell, so they try to trick you with that, and I just wanted to show that off for purposes, but honestly, they're a very easy enemy. Just use your hammer and you're good. Of course, if you get separated, like if the baby bros get separated from the adult bros, you can have a bit of an issue because the adults can't use the hammer, so you're kind of in a bad spot there. There's actually a couple beans. There's quite a few beans throughout this area, actually, so we're just going to pick those up. You dig into a cloud. That makes a whole lot of sense. But I think that's pretty much all you guys need to know about those guys, so I'm going to cut out any fights with repeats of enemies, so let's get rid of this guy. Come on. Okay. And of course, if you've been fighting most enemies you've been seeing on your path so far, honestly, the only hard enemies come near the end of the game, so even if you're not at the appropriate level for this area, the enemies should still be pretty easy, but as long as you keep battling enemies throughout the area you see, then we won't have a problem. Let's see, I feel like there's a bean somewhere, but I can't see it. I'm looking everywhere on my screen because they like to put beans in places that you can barely see the fucking thing, so it's really easy to miss, but I'm pretty sure I don't see one there. If I do miss one, I'm sorry. I do intend on getting as many as I can, but I may not necessarily get everyone because you don't need every single bean in the game, but it's good to just get as many as you can. We have a couple narantulas up here, so I think... Oh, some harpoons, cool. I think I'll clear these guys out, so give me a bit. And I am back, guys, and we have just leveled up, so now with Baby Mario at level 10, we're gonna go for his boost in defense, so let me see if I can get a 3 here. I just missed the 3, but that's okay. And Baby Luigi gets a level up too, so let's see. We're gonna go for his power, so give me luck with this, please. Just a little early for the 3. It's okay, because honestly, our stat boost should not be that bad in terms of, like, at this point in the game, being this decent level, your stats should be okay anyway. I mean, if you get, like, none of the good, like, stat boosts at the right time, then it might be a little bad for you. But, I mean, if you're at a decent level, you should not have to worry too much about your stats. And also, one other thing about the narantulas I haven't made a note of is that you can actually jump on them, and I'm pretty sure that it still counts as damage, because I don't know if it's based on if they have another, like, Pidget with them, like, because you can get Pidgets with narantulas and stuff like that. If a Pidget's with them, then possibly this matters, but if you do a preemptive strike by jumping, you can still deal damage to the narantulas. But it might not work if there's a narantulas by themselves, but I'm pretty sure you can still get damage on them via, jumping on them before the battle starts. Just make sure you don't jump on them before the battle starts to be safe. And also, you can get a form of the narantula that doesn't have spikes. I was not aware of that. I actually forgot about that, but I'm making that note now. But anyway, guys, let's move on with this area. Just making some other quick notes about the narantulas. We shoot the water in that little pipe there. It shoots back down into the earth, and it pretty much extinguishes that fire. So now, let's reform with the adult bros, and let's hit this block right here. There's 3 of these blocks throughout the area, red, green, and blue one. And the point of them is to form platforms so we can progress to that blue pipe up there. Because if we went over here to begin with, as you can see... Actually, let me come down here real quick. Isn't there like a bean thing over here or something? Oh, we have a Pidget there. I might want to deal with him. You know what? Forget it. Let's just go on about our business. We need to hit that red switch over there to get over this part now. And right here, what we have... We're just gonna throw the babies and leave the adult bros on top of there for later. But, of course, we have blocks that we have to get rid of. Like, you know, that we can't reach with the baby bros, so we're just gonna have to... Ooh, coins. Let's get the coins, okay. Any other blocks that we can get? Like, up there or something? Oh, no? Okay. So, let's leave the adult bros up here just for convenience sake, and throw the babies down here. Because we have a few beans that we can get. But more importantly, we actually do need to separate between the adult bros and the baby bros for the next upcoming part, because as we can see up there, there is a green block which forms the green platform over there, and there's 4 beans on the screen. That's quite a bit. And of course we need to hit that, but because the fire's in the way, we can't actually do anything about it. So what we have to do, you see like this little grate right here? If you drill under it, you can actually go in, like go under the grate since you're in the floor and make your way in here. The naranjalas, I'll pass on that guy. I'll pass on these two enemies in here because it's really not worth it to fight them right now, since you kind of want the adults to get some experience too, so I don't want like the levels to be like vastly different. For this one, we're going to want 2 drops for Baby Mario because there's 2 pipes you actually need water to go through. This is the first one right here. This one puts out that fire, and as you can probably tell, the other one's going to put out the other fire. So let's just line up like this, shoot the water through there, and there you go. The fire is now extinguished, so now what we do, we switch to the adult bros, and now we can use our spin jump to get across these things. So now that that's out of the way, let's just make our way over here, and booyah. And yes, I just used the spin jump animation to hit the block. So now the green block appears over there. And now we do some backtracking. And by backtracking, I mean like one whole screen, so yes, it's a whole lot. But we're not going to have to worry about taking the babies with us, because if you saw earlier, before we went to that screen, we have a warp pipe block right here, so we can just bring them right over here without having to do that ourselves, so that's pretty cool. And it does not look like there's anything over here, really. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, and now that that guy has been dealt with, let's just continue on. Apparently there's nothing really up there. If we go up that like little cliff right there, we don't really get anything because the blue block is needed to progress up to that cliff, so we're just gonna have to make our way over here. They like to be a little dick to you, and there's actually, it's hard to see, but there's a bean mark right there, so you just have to hit that X, and we have a block right here, so let's get that. 10 coins, or is that 20 coins? I skipped through that too fast. Here we have our next little puzzle, and it's honestly not that hard to figure out. Get out there, Luigi. So we come up here. We only need 1 drop of water for this, but actually I'll get 2 just to show this off. If we just shoot water down like this little thing right here, it'll go down to that one right there, but it just splashes off that block right, like this block over here, and it doesn't do anything. And the fire is right here, so what we're supposed to do is actually turn these guys so that the water will come in through each one and go to the next one. So we line it up like so. Because the way this looks, now this will shoot to over here, which will shoot to over here, which will shoot to this one. But if we leave it like that, it'll shoot that way. So what we need to do is line up like that, and that should do it. So, let's see. Shoot the water down, and it'll go all the way over to the fire, and that will put it out. Now let's have the babies regroup, because it honestly takes like 3 seconds to do so, and we might as well take them with us, because waiting for the next warp pipe block is going to take a little bit, plus there's enemies on the way, and I want all 4 of the bros to be together. But now we've solved this little part, and we've pretty much been able to progress to the next part, because now all we have to do is just make our way to the blue pipe that's up there. And I'm going to pass up on fighting this Pidget, because we have a new enemy to talk about right up here. We get some green shells, but these guys are the coconutters, so let's have a fight with them just to show what they're like. Again, a lot like the spear guys in Paper Mario. They aren't really that hard of enemies to deal with, but there's like one little annoying thing with them. The bad thing about fighting these guys is that occasionally, like right there, you see that one he's kind of like doing some bad things with his stick. Yeah, I said that. And when it is like that, I'll just show this, you can't jump on them because they're protecting themselves like that. So what you have to do is use that baby's hammer ability to deal with them. The only thing that sucks about that is that if you get separated from from the babies and it's just the adults fighting them, the bad thing is that you have to use bros moves, which is kind of a waste if you want to deal damage to them. And also, if in the middle of that little thing where they're kind of like using their, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say this without making it sound wrong, but I think that's impossible. When they're shaking their spear up and down, they're actually going to call down a little rain cloud, and if they get a turn to bring the rain cloud down, it'll actually heal all the enemies back to full health, so it's something you got to be careful of. They aren't too bad on their own, but if they're like with a huge group of enemies, then it can be a little bit hectic, but thankfully we dealt with them without too much ease. And yeah, see, we'd have to wait all the way until here to get the babies back if we didn't regroup right away. But anyway, we're actually doing a lot of progress to this area already. This is going to be kind of a long video, so if it's kind of long, well, there you go. Let's use this save album. Is there any difference now? Kamek's fled to the cliff top. Use your spin jump and water guzzling skills to track him down. Don't forget your hammers and drill move either. Okay. So just a careful reminder that we have to make our way to the cliff top, and if you actually look at the top there, we are near the cliff top. So much top. Top screen, cliff top, you name it. This next little part's actually going to involve us separating the adults from the babies, but before I do so, let's just show this off. Oh god. And I guess we're dealing with coconutters, so give me a bit. Okay, so I'm going to try to get through this without running into encounters just to make it go by. Oh, that's the only thing there is the coconut? Okay. What we need to do is throw the babies up on this platform here. And we have some beans to get and a naranjala, so I'll probably have to fight him off screen. No, I could dodge him, but yeah, screw it. We don't need to fight every single enemy here, like in the game, so we'll just pass on those guys for now. And by going up through there, we actually need to make sure that we throw the babies up here because you need to separate for a little bit in this next part of the game. Like, consistently separate just to make sure you get through the area because there's no warp pipe block in order to like get the bros back together. You have to, I did not mean to press the buttons for the babies, okay. And what we need to do while we send the babies up into the sky and over across, the adults need to use their spin move in order to get across. Kamek, get over here. And he's just gonna fly away. We are really close to the cliff top though. We're only, I want to say 3 or 4 screens away, so we're getting there. Make our way over here, we have the babies again, and that's how we get through that screen. And now, oh god, that coconut almost nailed me. What we need to do here, we're actually gonna leave the babies right around here, and we'll pick them up again in a little bit. We need to fly into this little tornado, come across here, and if you hit this block over here, it actually lowers into a, like it reveals a grate in the ground right there. Hit Luigi with that, okay, 1-up mushroom, and now that there's only a grate there, it revealed the grate, we can actually go under that with the babies, and we can do more stuff with this. Okay, coming up through the floor here. Don't hit that. Use the hammer, dude. Okay. Can we distract this naranjala? Okay, he ended up being an idiot, so that's all good. We can have them come up through here. We need 1 drop of water. And they like to tease you at this area, and don't be an idiot. What you need to do not fall down to where that little drop-off is. You need to actually shoot water from the top of this area, and that will get rid of the flame there, because if you just shoot water from down here, it'll hit the fucking wall that's down there, and it makes you feel like an idiot. And we actually avoided that fight with that Pidget somehow, and I'm not complaining about it. We have 1 more screen to go through, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, and we're back from that fight, and we have a lot of enemies to go through here, and I'm actually thinking, yeah, I'm gonna deal with them all actually, I'll be right back. And guys, oh my, I should be talking, goddammit, we just got a level up from that fight I just had, and I think we're gonna increase Mario, and let's see, let's cancel that. Yeah, we're gonna go for Mario's speed, so let's hope for the best here. Got a 6, very nice, okay. And does Luigi get a level up? Yes, he does. And we're gonna work on Luigi's speed yet again because he could really use it, so let me see if I can get him that 4. And we get a 1. Oh well, at least it's 1 more boost in speed, so give me a bit to clear out the other enemies here. Okay guys, and I've dealt with all the enemies on the screen here, so what we're gonna do now is go up to this platform, like, use the babies to go on this platform, and we have more enemies up here, don't we? Yeah, naranjalas. I'm actually gonna use a cheap strategy here. If you burrow underground, you cannot run into the enemies, and I appreciate that narantula left. Okay, never mind. Okay, if we could avoid, like, the other narantula, that would be good too, but we have an item block. Erg. Hit that, okay. You can use a cheap strategy to avoid encounters by burrowing underground if you're just with the babies alone. Can that thing please go away? Please go away. Okay. And get the beans there, and now we can move up, and the point of that was to make our way over here, but now that we've done that, all we have to do is just use this little tornado we have here for the adult bros. Or a whirlwind, whatever the hell you want to call it. Get across there, all the gang's all back together. And before we step on that switch, I think it would be a good idea to heal up to was that really necessary, dude? Heal everyone up to max. We easily have enough mushrooms to spare. And once you're ready, hit the switch and let's go. Because we've made it to the cliff top, and if you remember what Kamek said, you can see him over there actually. And Kamek's over there. We have a save album, but we don't have to use that. Hello. Oh, look at this. We have Baby Bowser and Kamek right here. And he's eating all the cookies. What a fucking fat ass. Huh? Oh, he's choking. Isn't that bad? Oh, no, that's good. Prince Bowser, little bites. Oh, here, have some more milk. It's from an evil cow. I always hated warm milk as a kid. I don't know if I'm if anyone else is like that, but I absolutely hated warm milk. Nothing quite like good cookies and evil milk. I was a little creeped out at first, hanging around this ghost town, but then I realized there was no one to stop me from eating every cookie in sight. Yeah. Yeah, it's been great. I'm sure. Ah, baby alert. Grr, what are you chumps doing here? Aha! You followed me all the way here to swipe my treasure, didn't you, you scum? Oh, what are those, the babies going over the cookies, huh? Not just the treasure? You want the cookies too? Yeah. And if you pay attention to the babies up there, you gotta be kidding. You stole the treasure in the first place. Oh, the cookies again are disappearing. So you're the bad guys, duh. So all this stuff stays mine. And yeah, there they go. All those cookies are kind of going down. And those, no, they're not because they're all gone. Oh no! Stinky babies! You're one to talk. Prince Basie, take it easy. Prince Basie? Prince Basie. Prince Bowser, take it easy. Ugh, cookies. Leave this rabble to me. You just walk it off, your hungriness. Grr. You punks got lucky, hear me? Stealing food, who does that? You'll pay for those cookies. Oh, alright, fine, fine. Kamek, I'm counting on you to finish these snackaholics. You guys are really starting to chap my shell. I'm gonna yank all of those mustache hairs after I beat those cookies out of you, okay? Well, anyway, guys, we have ourselves our next boss fight. This is Kamek. And Kamek has 450 HP, 48 power, 36 defense, 29 speed. He gives 130 experience, and he also gives 50 coins. Now, Kamek is actually not that hard of a fight, but there's a little gimmick to him that you'll see later. So until then, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Start off with, actually a really good idea to start is using ice flowers, because ice flowers have a special effect. This is the first time I'm using them because it really helps on this boss fight. What we're gonna do is just like, oh, or I guess he has to be on the ground before we do that. I'm a fucking idiot. Just fucking let that run out, yeah. Don't be me and fucking use that right away. I just made myself look like a complete idiot. It's just that I forgot that he has to be on the ground before we do like, yeah, gua. Oh, which one's the real me? Now, here's the gimmick. He splits into 5 counterparts, and it's hard to tell the difference, but if you look really closely, one actually starts moving their broomstick like slightly before the other, and give me a sec to find out which one it is, because it's a little tricky to find. I think it's this one real quick. Like, if you pay attention to this one, let's see. Yeah, if you paid attention to that one, the broomstick on that Kamek was moving slightly before the other one. Before all the others. And I guess since we can't use Ice Flower on this guy, because I was an idiot and thought you could, we're going to start off with Cannonballer, because Cannonballer does a decent amount of damage, and it's pretty good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 64 on damage, that's pretty good. Eventually, when you deal enough damage to him, what ends up happening is that he will fall off his broomstick, but until then we're just going to have to keep doing this the old-fashioned way. He also does spit boulders at you, and I guess, let's see. I'm not going to actually get the real one because I want to show something else off. Unless I accidentally find the real one, okay. If you're going to deal with, if you don't find the real one when he spawns all his duplicates, what'll end up happening is that, let's wait for it. Wow. He can give you mushrooms to heal from, but otherwise you want to use these spiked balls to hit him with when you reflect them back. When you have his duplicates around you, and you reflect the boulders, he'll always gravitate towards the real one, so whichever one was getting hurt is also the one that you can use to find, if you don't realize which one is the actual, like, Kamek. But now that he's on the floor and we're not a fucking idiot anymore, if we use Ice Flowers on him, we're lucky we can get a little bonus effect out of this, because Ice Flowers, I'm not doing this solely for the damage, but there's one other thing I want to actually get off this. Can we do it? Doesn't look like he got hit by it. Here's another move. He has like a fire wheel. Ow, I'm an idiot. Sometimes the fire can come back. Oh no, we did get him hit with it. As you can see right there, now he's hit with a status effect that lowers his power. I didn't want to do that because his attacks are powerful, but for something else, which you'll see in a little while. Actually, let me not kill him so I can just demonstrate like why it's a good idea to do that. Okay, just dealing some more damage here. Our regular jump attacks actually do quite a bit on our own, so we don't really need Bros moves at this rate. Jump that, and I failed. Oh, god damn it. But sometimes he can, ow. Yeah, he can do that, and if he lights himself on fire, and then he'll charge at you, which is a little tricky to dodge because he runs really fast when that happens. But, oh great, I can't fucking dodge this shit, dude. So I'm pretty much stuck here getting hit by boulders I can't deflect. That's kind of sucks, but it's okay. Come on, snap out of it, dude. Oh my god. He's gonna die. We need to use a super mushroom on this guy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That fire status effect when you're burned, I guess it really fucking sucks and you can't do anything about it. Can he please just snap out of it? Because I made sure that I wasn't, you know, gonna get screwed in this fight, and the way it's looking now, it's not good. Of course, you give Luigi's mushrooms when he doesn't fucking need it, and Mario's probably gonna die here, or not. We could get lucky, we'll see what happens. Okay, it's all up into the random base stuff. No, he's gonna die. Yeah, he's dead. That's unfortunate. But I kind of got screwed over, to be fair, so that's to be expected. One-up mushroom. This is why we have these, just in case of emergency, because you can get screwed over by getting burned and not being able to dodge. And I wasn't paying attention. Damn it, status effect wore off, I think, didn't it? Yeah. The reason I used the ice flower is because when he, fucking, what is it? When he duplicates himself, the real one will still get hit with the status effect, so you can still tell what the real one is, like, which one's the real one. But if you don't, then great, now I can't tell which one's the real one, because now it kind of looks like they're out of pattern now. So I'm trying to find the real one. I think it's this one right here, though. Is it? No, it's not. Damn. Oh, I suck. Well, I guess we'll find out in a minute here anyway. Okay, it's the far right one in the back. Well, technically in the front, but still. Also, don't hit the fucking mushrooms back at Kamek, because it'll heal him instead. Just shoot the spike balls and you'll be good. But Kamek is not too hard of a fight, you just need to be good with your timing. Make sure you're a decent level and you'll be okay. And also be careful, because what'll end up happening is that if you get hit by the spike balls, occasionally what'll end up happening is that you can get confused. And if you get confused, you can't do anything about it, just like how I was burned and couldn't do anything about it, so just be very careful. He should be almost dead by now. I fail at fucking deflecting this. Is he dead yet? No, he's not, okay. He's duplicating himself yet again. Let me see which one's the real one. I'm trying to look really carefully. I think it's that one, is it? Yeah, it is, okay. It is kind of hard to tell the difference, like, without having the boulders, like, reflected back at him, but if you can spot the real one before like, the others start shooting spike balls at you, then good for you, because it'll really help you in this fight. And I can never fucking, like, reflect that in time, but no, that's good. Okay, Kamek's dead. That was a kind of a tricky fight, but thankfully it didn't end up too badly. We did get a knockout, but you know it's a boss fight, that's okay, that's understandable. Baby Mario gets a level up, so that's pretty sick. And we're gonna raise his defense a little bit. And defense probably isn't the best idea. Let's raise his HP. Okay, let's go for that 4. And we get a 3. Okay, not quite the 4, but you know, 3 HP isn't really that big of a deal. Let's go for Baby Luigi's attack. And we got the 3, very nice. And only the baby's got the level up, but that's completely fine. So now Kamek's on the floor there, and let's go chase down Baby Bowser. And we're pretty much almost at the end of this video, but we have one little part to deal with now. There's Baby Bowser, and it's a dead end for him, doesn't that suck for you? So he has nowhere to go, and we're gonna corner him now. Grr, unbelievable, a stupid dead end. You mushroom munchers. Yeah, he has the Cobalt Star Shards. Eat my cookies, will you? Fine, I'll eat the shred. No, don't be a fucking idiot. Why would you do that? Ugh. So it gives you a fucking stomachache. Wow. Yum, those shards were delicious. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna fucking hold him so he can't move. What do you... Lego! Lego? Oof, and we're gonna fucking bounce him until... what? The Shroob saucers? Yeah, Shroob saucers are here. Uh-oh, they see us. This isn't good. What the hell are they doing here? There's Yub again. Oh no, he's climbing up the fucking mountain. That's not good. Oh, but he's sliding off. That's good. He can't get up here because he's a fucking dumbass. What's going on? That is a giant fucking thing right there, and it's shooting a laser. What are you doing to him? What are you doing? That does not look good. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Big Mario even knows it's bad. And Yub is a fucking giant now, even more so than he already was. So we're gonna try to get the hell out of here because we are not in a safe place anymore. And oh my god, that fucking tongue is huge. We don't understand Shroob language, go away. So while we're trying to juke his fucking tongue from eating us, what's gonna end up happening? Baby Bowser's just gonna run by and he's like, oh no, he gets fucking eaten by the fucking guys. So, not the best situation. And then of course we get eaten right after. I mean, since he took Baby Bowser with him and he has the Star Shards, I guess we don't really have a choice. And welcome to Yube's Inside Story! Yes, they always have a fucking thing like this. It was like Bowletta, fucking... what is it called? Bowletta, Yube, and Bowser. We fucking go inside something in some part of the game in every Mario and Luigi game. And now the babies are upset that they've been eaten by a giant fucking Yoshi. Luigi can't deal with crying babies. He fails to amuse them. He needs Mario's help. Babies are not amused. Luigi fails. Mario! He doesn't know what to do. This sucks for Luigi. Wait a minute. He has an idea.
Babies.
He has cookies for them. That'll make them stop crying. Yeah, and good thing we got those cookies from earlier. Otherwise, we have to put up with fucking crying for like the rest of the episode. And there we go. Gives them the cookies, and that solves the problem. And of course, Mario wakes up now. Yeah, we're kind of in a bad situation right now. This is not good. What does Stuffle have to say about this? I summarized, we were inside the beast gastric chambers. And this music is fucking repetitive. The baby's just fucking whacking him. And inside, young Bowser and his belly full of Star Shards should be in here somewhere as well. I suggest we find him and get him out of here with all speed. So guys, this is Yube's Belly. This is the next area of the game, but unfortunately for you guys, I mean, it is kind of a long video, so you guys can understand, but we're gonna cut the video off here, and next time on Let's Play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time, we will explore Yube's Belly and see if we can find Baby Bowser and get out of here. We're not in a good situation right now, but we're gonna hope for the best. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and give a like if you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next episode. See you guys later.